because, I got to get some rest. So I took a little cat nap, and then I'm going to take another 3 to 4 hour nap before I have to get up and go to work. So let me get this situation out the way with Mike Epps and Shannon Sharpe. And I'm going to just sort of like zigzag everything, put everything out on the table, you know what I'm saying, for everybody to, voice their opinion, keep it respectful. Hey, moderators, any trolls come on here and say something stupid, get rid of them immediately. And I'm going to get rid of them immediately. So, I know Shannon Sharpe has said pretty much he's apologized to his fans and everything, and said that him and Mike Epps gonna have a conversation and speak on this in Indianapolis, when they have the All-Star game. The All-Star game will take place in Indy, So that's Mike Epps' hometown. So Mike Epps was totally wrong for what he did. At the end of the day, we know that Mike Epps was clout chasing, and Mike Epps basically told on himself he needed an angle. I'm gonna talk about the whole homosexual reference, and basically talking about a man's sexuality. And I'm really gonna put this out there because this need to get addressed too. One thing about me, I don't spend time worrying about who a dude is sleeping with and all this kind of stuff. Me being 49 years old, and then based off what Mike Epps said about Shannon Sharpe, back in my day, if you called somebody that word and referenced them as being that word, that was an automatic ass kicking, because at the end of the day, that was offensive, and it's still offensive to refer to somebody that way, and they're not. And, a lot of women and dudes weaponize that, when things are not going their way. Women do it a lot, in particularly black women. If they can't win an argument with a man, that's their go-to move. But then they'll have the audacity to say that they got friends that live that type of lifestyle and they cool with them until they get mad at them. Then they shame them, and then they weaponize it, So, Mike Epps admitted that he was trying to promote his special, and he pretty much admitted that he was mad that Cat Williams didn't say something. And then he got caught in the lie saying that he turned the show down, when actually he asked, could he come on the show? And then he tried to walk it back and switch it around. But at the end of the day, you already had been heard saying that you was asked to come on there by Shannon Sharpe, and you turned it down until Shannon Sharpe said, hey, I have the proof that you asked to come on my outlet. Now, DL Hughley is one of the most fakest Negroes that I've ever seen. This dude is such a switch up artist. It's not even funny, for real. 1 minute this dude is militant, then 1 minute the dude be soft shoeing. But I've said this several times, and I'm gonna continue to say this. In Hollywood, like I said, you can't be super pro-black, militant, and expect to basically advance in Hollywood, because we all know that the powers that be control the industry. Like I said, you only can be so black to where you'll have to walk it back at times. Now, it may disappoint us, but Malcolm X said this himself: don't put too much stock into celebrities. Like I said, I've said this several times. They only can say and do so much. We all know who controls the industry. That's just real talk. So let's not be naive. Now, one of the reasons why I didn't talk about the Dwight Howard thing is, well, I didn't care. We sit up here and complain about black men wearing dresses and Hollywood trying to force that on us. But here is Dwight Howard, whatever he doing, whatever he into, that's his business. He's not trying to force it on nobody. He's trying to do it within the privacy of his own compound. But yet we got something to say. So I didn't care. That's why I really didn't want to make no videos talking about Dwight Howard, because at the end of the day, I just don't give a shit. That's his business. That's his lifestyle. And once again, whatever he into, he's not trying to force his beliefs or what he's into on everybody. And I'm just keeping it a buck. See, people don't want to say this kind of stuff, but I'm just saying. I notice comedians do that a lot, and Corey Holcomb is a specialist of always insinuating what somebody is and what their sexuality is and stuff. But I think sometimes Corey Holcomb just do that a little too much for my taste, because that's his go-to move. You know, at the end of the day, Corey Holcomb had a chance to stop a situation from going where it did, and he did absolutely nothing. He sits up there and he's mad at Zoe Williams for what happened with Avery Spears. But at the end of the day, that was his show, that was his outlet, and it was his job to step in and keep it from going to that level. He sat up there and let Avery Spears disrespect and ridicule that man for 2 hours. And it don't matter. Oh, well, you shouldn't have did nothing. At the end of the day, how much verbal abuse you supposed to take before you just sit up there and snap? And that's just real talk. A lot of times that come across, you know, and that's always been the problem. Like I said, we say something about anybody except black people, then all of a sudden everybody come for us. You say something about a non-black, or, you know what I'm saying, the people from that other community, then they try to quote unquote cancel you, they come for you. And if you talk about the other people, you know, then they'll accuse you of being a anti, and you know what I mean by that. So that's why, you know, it's just amazing that people don't never have the same energy. People are scared to speak out against them. Like I say, so now all of a sudden everybody is mad about. So now all of a sudden everybody is mad about what's going on with Mike Epps and Shannon Sharpe. But when these people that don't look like us say something, then nobody has anything to say. And then everybody want to talk this, oh man, come on, we shouldn't be doing this. It's not a good look. Yeah, it's never a good look. But at the end of the day, where's that same energy when these people that don't look like us be talking about us? You don't see people push the record button and have something to say. Like, you know, Megyn Kelly's racist remarks about lift every voice and sing. I'm going to talk about that. I don't see nobody making videos about that. But then everybody want to try to be, you know, but everybody want to try to do the, hey, black people shouldn't do this. Yeah, we shouldn't. But at the same time, have the same energy for the people that disrespect us, that don't look like us. But then again, I know why you don't make those type of videos, because it don't lead to views. We all know our community is chaotic, and that's the damn problem. And people feed off of that. But the funny thing is, you got people that don't look like us that exploit the terrible situations that we're in. You know, the DJ Vlads and the Adam 22s of the world, and some of these other culture vultures, and even you know what I'm saying, that tether academics. So, you know, but nevertheless, you know, but nevertheless, I have to put this out there. Mike Epps just was, I'm gonna just tell you what it was in layman's term. Mike Epps was just scared. And he resorted to trying to talk that super nigga stuff. You know, it'd be quite a few of them dudes talking that Superman stuff until you actually see him in person, and then all of a sudden they change their whole tune and stuff. At the end of the day, Mike Epps should have just said, hey, my bad, Shannon. I shouldn't have said what I said. I apologize. And, you know, but at the end of the day, Shannon Sharpe, he took the high road. He apologized, you know, sort of, to his fans and stuff. Okay, do me a favor. Get rid of this dude named Logan Fullbrook, because he coming on my channel to troll. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just cooling in the fan. I'm just trying to do something different. I ain't trying to hypnotize y'all or nothing. I'm just trying to do something a little bit different. Because I'm fixing the studio up, so I'm finna turn this into a studio so I could do more stuff. But more stuff from home, more lives and everything. So, I'm just doing the fan thing to show that I'm cooler than a fan, which I actually am. Yeah, that's funny that's funny, Anthony, that you brought that up. Corey Holcomb is quick to holler about who doing this, who doing that, but then he, is cool and talk to Flame and Roll, say that he got this individual's phone number. So when is somebody gonna start questioning him about that? But he quick to always holler about who this and who that. So, and now if somebody asked him that, I promise you Corey Holcomb would get mad and he would start spazzing out. Like I said, it's very offensive to refer to somebody to that, terminology if it isn't true. At the end of the day, it hasn't been proven. Shannon Sharpe hasn't said it. Nobody has accused Shannon Sharpe of being that way. So until further notice, I'm just going to refer to Shannon Sharpe as being a little eccentric, because at the end of the day, when you make those type of accusations against people, you are subject to, legal ramification. So somebody need to ask Corey Holcomb that question. But Corey Holcomb has came across at times, just like a lot of these comedians, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. Just like some of these content creators, they sit up here talking a gang of stuff about people, constantly making content talking about other people, but then as soon as you say something about them, then they want to run and accuse you of being jealous of them and all this kind of stuff. It's just ridiculous stuff. Yeah, Corey Holcomb need to take, Corey Holcomb, the way he handled the Zoe Williams situation was just terrible. It was terrible. And he don't want to take accountability, and neither do Ari Spears. Ari Spears sit up here and talk about black people need to do better. Well, nigga, you came on another black man's outlet completely drunk and probably high. But you want to talk about conduct? You did that on a black man show. You ain't never went on DJ Blad's outlet drunk or high. But you came on Corey Holcomb's outlet drunk, high. And disrespecting Zoe Williams. I seen it. You can still find that video. I'm surprised that he lasted 2 hours before Zoe Williams went ballistic on him. Because after 30 minutes, if he had did that to me, I would have gave that dude, hey man, I need you to stop talking about me. I need you to stop disrespecting me. And I want people to stop trying to say, oh, well, they're comedians and they do that for a living. Well, if I'm not a comedian, that don't give you the free range to say what you want to say. Comedians don't have special privileges. You think if Corey Holcomb robbed the bank? Or Mike Epps, or they deleted somebody, or you know what I'm saying? Got a DUI and they told the police, hey, I'm a comedian. And the police gonna be like, oh, okay. All right, we gotta let you go. Comedians don't have no immunity. They citizens just like everybody else. And to sit up there and try to play that role like you got some kind of immunity to do and say what you want. Nah, life doesn't work like that. You ain't no different from me. So for you to think that you can sit up there and say what you want to say without no repercussions, then the joke is on you. But Mike Epps shouldn't have even took it there. At the end of the day, Mike Epps was scared and he tried to play it off. And then some people going to say, oh, well, he was just joking. At the end of the day, for you to be sitting up talking about, oh, man, I don't fight no more. And you coming to Indianapolis, oh, man, I'm all about that gunplay and all that kind of stuff. Like when you start talking like that, and here's the thing, Shannon Sharpe is from Georgia. What make him think that some of them country boys ain't gonna roll up to Georgia and ride for Shannon Sharpe? What make him think that some of those ATL dudes ain't gonna roll up to Indianapolis and ride for Shannon Sharpe? And this is how shit gets started. This is how stuff jump off. Mike ass was totally out of line for saying that, and he need to get called out for that. I don't want to hear that. Oh man, I was just joking. Nah, man, you don't joke like that. Because somebody make those references to me, talk about A-Town, you know what I'm saying? Pop, 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 and all that kind of stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, you talking like that, huh? Because I'm going to take you serious. At the end of the day, Mike S was shook. He tried to play it off by that. Man, don't you know that's the oldest street tactic in the book? When a dude, say they don't fight, they shoot people, that means they can't fight. That means they scared that you gonna put hands on them. When they don't accept the fade and they say, oh man, I don't fight, but I got a chopper. Yeah, of course. Typical. You got a chopper for a black dude, but you ain't got a chopper for you ain't got a chopper for the people that harmed Eric Gardner, for Philantro Castillo and Trayvon Martin and and so on and so on and so on. And Oscar Grant and all them type of people. Where's your chopper then? Where's your chopper then? That's what I'm saying. It's easy to threaten somebody that look like you because they know at the end of the day, either they ain't gonna care or they're going to perpetuate the situation and provoke the situation. But you never see for real. You never see these dudes talking that super nigga stuff when it come to these outsiders. That's why I'm saying I don't take DL Hughley. I don't take him seriously because, like I say, DL Hughley is a whole clown. You sitting up saying Shannon Sharpe is messy, but like I say, you talk to one of the messiest culture vultures that's out there that has made millions of dollars off of the black community, instigating, speaking on stuff he had no business speaking on. So DL Hughley need to, Yeah, I heard about that comedian. There was a comedian that made fun of what happened to George Floyd, and basically they walked out on him. And I say good, and I'm glad that the audience took a stand. I get tired of hearing this stuff about some people can't take a joke. We can take a joke. Now, here's the problem that I have with Shannon Sharpe. Now, I'm going to get to Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe, to a certain degree, he has displayed a lot of hypocrisy. Now, keep in mind, Shannon Sharpe was one of the very people that was saying, hey, Will Smith shouldn't have responded and he need to take a joke and all this kind of stuff. And if that was me, I would have whooped Will Smith ass if he would have slapped me. And then at the end of the day, now for people to say, why didn't Shannon Sharpe beat up Skip Bayless? That's just not realistic. So let me get this straight. You wanted Shannon Sharpe, a 6'3", 6'4", like yoked up black man, to like, he damn near beat up Skip Bayless. He came to his senses. Man, let me tell you something. Had Shannon Sharpe put his hands on Skip Bayless on live TBC, this ain't Corey Holcomb and Zoe Williams and Avery Spears, where they basically had a studio that was in a storage unit, where they turned the storage unit into a studio. Nah, this is Fox. Shannon Sharpe would have been ruined. Okay, he would have been ruined. Skip Bayless could have pressed charges against him. He could have sued him. Listen, now if he would have called him out his name and called him an old, an old dusty ass cracker, I would have been cool with that. But at the end of the day, y'all know damn well Shannon Sharpe couldn't put his hands on Skip Bayless. He would have been finished. He would have never worked in any aspect of entertainment ever again. So I understand what people were saying, but he did show some hypocrisy because, like I said, he went in on Will Smith saying that Will Smith need to show restraint. But then when Mike Epps referred to him as living an alternative lifestyle, he didn't show restraint. He threatened Mike Epps. At the end of the day, I understand, because nobody don't like nobody insinuating that about them. And comedians be pissing me off with that. When you sit up there and reference a man to living like that, that is a flat out form of disrespect. And you have the right to say you feel disrespected. And for the people that live that type of lifestyle, if they offended by that, oh well. It's not about you. If you do that, then that's what you into, fine. But at the same time, don't try to shame me and try to vilify me and say I'm not down with that. Is it fair to me? No, absolutely not. If that's what you into, that's what you into. Who? So there you go. So sometimes I don't be wanting to, sometimes I don't be wanting to hear this. I don't even know who David Lucas is. I have no idea who that is. I know for a fact that Corey Holcomb is cool with Flame Monroe, which I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem with Flame Monroe, but I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, when is somebody gonna start questioning Corey about that? That's just real talk. I used to watch Corey Holcomb, the 5150 show on a regular basis. I used to watch it faithfully, but when he did what he did to Zoe Williams, how he went off on Zoe Williams, instead of being mad at Avery Spears, and Avery Spears is weak too. Avery Spears talked all that shit for 2 hours. And then he basically sued Corey Holcomb. I mean, and that's what I mean by they can dish it out, but they can't take it. And a lot of people, and a lot of people like that. Oh yeah. She's on Cat Williams tour and she's doing very well. And I'm happy for Monique. Like I said, bless her heart. But I had to speak on this thing with Shannon Sharpe. So I'm just putting it out there. Shannon Sharpe has displayed some hypocrisy himself. Now, I do know that Shannon Sharpe did want to talk about the Jerry Jones thing, about Jerry Jones being caught at that Jim Crow rally, but Skip told the producers he didn't want to talk about it. So that just needed to be said. Listen, I don't care what he called the show and Club Shay Shay, if that's what he call it Club Shay Shay, whatever the case may be. What I'm saying is that Mike Epps was clout chasing. He admitted that he was mad that Cat Williams didn't say nothing about him. He said he was damn near so desperate he started to call Cat Williams and tell him to put out some stuff about him. He said it himself. Y'all have to understand, sometimes when people be joking, they actually telling the truth. There is a such thing as joking and telling the truth at the same time. Yeah, it's been really hard for me to watch the 5150 show, because the Zoe Williams thing just gave me a very bad taste in my mouth. To sit up here and have Corey scolding him, but like I said, where was that same aggression towards Avery Spears, who came on your outlet? You should have stepped in and said, hey, Avery, enough of this. Let me explain something to you. Even when I have co-hosts and I've done shows with other people, one thing you're not going to do, you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to disrespect my subscribers, the moderators. No, because I'm going to get rid of you. I'm gonna cut you off at the path. Like I said, Corey Holcomb was just as much to blame for what transpired as Zoe Williams, because it was his show. He should have stepped in, and he didn't do shit. And to me, I thought that was weak, and I thought that was cowardly. Like I said, once again, comedians don't have the free range to do whatever the hell. They don't have no special badge that they give comedians. Like I said before, you think if you get pulled over for speeding and you say I'm a comedian, the police just gonna throw his hands up in the air and get back in the car and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." No, he's still gonna ask to see your license and registration, and you still gonna get that damn ticket. So when I hear these comedians talk like they got some kind of special privileges and special immunity to do and say what they feel, no, that's not accurate. That's not factual. You know, that's not even remotely accurate. So, you know, but like I said, Mike Epps was totally out of pocket. He was totally out of line. He was totally wrong. Like I said before, we supposed to be trying to say, you know what I'm saying? We supposed to be elder statesmen. Mike Epps is 53 years old. Once Corey Holcomb is 53, 54. Shannon Sharpe is 55. We supposed to be setting an example. How we gonna get the younger youth, the younger people, the younger generation to pay attention to us and listen to us when we sitting up doing the very same thing that we telling them not to do? Like I said. Now, if Shannon Sharpe would have said, "Hey, man, when I come to Indianapolis, I'm coming with the tools." And if Mike Epps said, "Well, I'm gonna have mine," but you talking about, man, we don't fight. Like, bro, shut up. You sound stupid. But at the end of the day, I knew what it was. You were spooked. And then on the whole Instagram, oh man, you mad at me because I said you look like Medea, and I wasn't trying to imply that you was. Yes, you did. You did imply that he was a homosexual, and you told a bold-faced lie. And I thought Mike Epps boxed. He said he boxed. So at the end of the day, Shannon Sharpe is 6 foot. Hey, here's the thing: Shannon Sharpe is 6'3", 6'3", 6'4". Mike Epps is 6'2". Why don't they run the fade? Yeah, Mike Epps sounded pathetic. He sounded pathetic. He sounded weak. When I say he sounded so weak, like, man, get out of here, dude. Get out of here, dude, talking like that, man. You went out, bro. You went out. You embarrassed yourself, man. You embarrassed yourself talking like that. You got to hold this L, man. You got to hold this L, man. There was no reason for you to be sitting up, bringing up gunplay, talking about you going to do some gunplay. For what? All you had to do is jokingly say, "Hey, Shannon, man, I was just kidding, man. I don't want," you know what I'm saying? You could have made a joke about, "Hey, Shannon, yeah, That's all he had to do is say, "Hey, hey, Shannon, man, I was just joking about this stuff. My bad, man." But no, you trying to talk that tough guy stuff to disguise the fact that you were spooked. And that's all it was. Mike Epps was shook. He don't have me fooled. He was shook. Listen, dude, I've been dealing with people like that all my life. I know what type of dudes like that are. He was spooked and he was trying to disguise it for acting like he wanted smoke. That's when I used to hear that in the streets, when I say to a dude, "Hey, man, what's up? What you want to do?" "Oh, man, I don't fight. I don't fight." And then, "Oh, you don't, huh? So you basically saying you want to get down." "Oh, okay." So then I'd, lift up my shirt, or I would just take it out and cock it and be like, "So what's next?" So don't say that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, you online, you on social media threatening a man's life. That's just real talk. Would you be saying that if JJ Watt said he was coming to see you? Would you be talking about that if Travis Kelce said he was coming to see you, or Jason Kelce? I mean, can we keep it a buck? Would you be talking about that? You'll probably just be laughing it off. Oh man, well, go have a drink, my brother. Nah, that's everybody else could take it, but you know what I'm saying. Hey man, I ain't even trying to hear that. You can't sit up there and be threatening people online. You can't be sitting up threatening people on social media talking about you don't fight. You if you come to Indianapolis, you know, oh, it's going down. Can't you can't do that, man. You can't do that. So, just gotta keep it real. All right. Just gotta keep it real. And that's the thing. Mike Epps is on social media basically saying Mike Epps is on social media saying that he'll delete somebody. He's on social media now. If people really wanted to get active with Mike Epps, they could like have his social media shut down because everybody heard it. I see you trolling my dude, and Mike Epps is not 60. Mike Epps is 53. So, I highly suggest you watch who the hell you talking to before you get ran off my channel. Talk like you got some sense, or you got to go. Oh, for real? Well, I never saw Mike Epps. Listen, I got to be completely honest with you. I never saw The Sopranos. I I'll put it to you this way. This the studio, so I got to get a couple of more jerseys, get some Warrior stuff, get some NFL stuff. So this finna be the studio. I never listen. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I never watched Friends. I never watched The Sopranos. I think I may have watched 2 episodes of The Sopranos, and that's it. Hey, bro. Hey, listen, bro. Listen, bro. Quit playing on my phone, bro. I mean, for real, bro. Quit. Yeah, yeah. Dude, just trolling. He probably, you know what I'm saying. I know where he came from. Yeah, he had to go. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Dude was trolling, and he was finna, as Tank was saying, he was finna make me mad. Nah, but I'm just keeping it 100. I never saw an episode of The Sopranos in my life. That's funny. Yeah, but see, that's the thing though. When you bring that up, then they gonna say, "Oh, well, it was just a role, and it was just a role, and all that kind of stuff." But then you sitting up there, calling Shannon Sharpe, you know what I'm saying? Referencing to Shannon Sharpe as living an alternative lifestyle. So, um, hopefully that they talk and this get fixed. But me myself, I think that this is Mitch Richmond's Golden State Warriors jersey. Yeah, this is rookie jersey. Y'all already know whose jersey this is, and this LeBron's rookie jersey. And this needs no introduction. You already know whose, and this is MJ's rookie jersey. And no, they're not for sale. They're not. So they're not for sale. They're not for sale. So this is Tom Brady's rookie second year trip to the Super Bowl jersey. So talk about say what you got to say. Bring you up for what? Talk about what? Say what you got to say right here on this outlet. You know, I'm not doing, I'm not bringing people on. That's when I do StreamYard. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the great Mitch Richmond. So, scared of what? Dude, just say what you got to say. Hey, bro, listen. Say what you got to say or you finna get removed. Quit trolling my channel, dude, because give him let's see what he got to say. Say what you got to say, bro. And stop trolling my channel. And I know who you a flunky for that dude, bro. And I already know where you came from. What is there to be scared of, bro? What is there to be scared of? Say what you got to say. Yeah. Dude was wasting time. I ain't no bro. Now say I'm gonna give him a chance. Now say what you got to say, dude. Say what you got to say. Say what you got to say. I'm right here. But anyway, like I was saying, Mike Epps shouldn't have referred to Shannon Sharpe as that reference, and he shouldn't have threatened him with no gunplay. Shannon Sharpe shouldn't have said he was going to pull up, but at the same time, I understand where Shannon Sharpe was coming from. So, I'm just keeping it a buck. But Mike Epps is more wrong than Shannon Sharpe was. But didn't I tell y'all that this was going to happen? Didn't I tell y'all that this was going to happen, that people was going to come after Shannon Sharpe? That's all you had to say, dude, to speak your, that's all I'm saying. So, Mike Epps is supposed to be a comedian. He should have laughed it off. But at the end of the day, Mike Epps, he got scared. And it's just that simple. He wrote a check that his ass couldn't cash, that he wasn't prepared for. He probably came, he was like, man, Shannon Sharpe, way too big. That's what they always say when somebody is oh man, you too big, you too big. Listen, I deal with this stuff all the time. People threaten me and they say they gonna do this, they gonna do that. You see these dudes in person, they change their whole tune. I done seen these dudes with boxing content channels. They come to these fights, which is very rare, and then when you confront them, oh nah, it's not like that. It's just for it, I just do it for views. I just do it for views, but I didn't mean nothing by it. But like I said, at the end of the day, you can't be sitting up threatening people with gunplay. When you start talking about guns and you got people on deck, you can't get away with that. You can't be sitting up threatening people's life and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it's like to have people, because, people threaten me, people threaten my son and all that kind of stuff. Back in the day when I first got on here. You got to know how to, you got to keep your composure. At the end of the day, Mike Epps could have walked it back and said he got caught in a lie. So he had to think of something. Because when Shannon Sharpe said, oh man, I got the DMs to prove that you asked to come on my out, and then he tried to change, oh yeah, well, I'm not gonna lie. You already had lied. When you did your set and said, oh, Shannon Sharpe asked me to come on there, but I turned it down, like you too good, bro. Who invited you to shows? But see, this is the thing that makes me mad. This is the thing that pisses me off about these dudes. Like I said, once again, we try to get these comedians to come on our outlets. We ask these dudes to do interviews with us, come on our outlet. Let's politic together. You know what I'm saying? Let's, build a community. Let's do it. Let's keep it black. You know what I'm saying? Let's just build up black businesses. Let's build up the black entertainment industry to where eventually we can be self-reliant and start getting our own studios, getting our own movie theaters, keeping it within our community to where we don't have to depend on the other people. But then when you ask these dudes to come on here, some of these dudes be having ridiculous demands and stuff. Then, you see them, you go to red carpet events, then they'll say, oh man, who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Just like the boxers do. A lot of the boxers, and particularly the black boxers, and that's why I don't like a lot of those PBC fighters. You say, hey man, who you with? Who you with? And then you say, oh, I'm with this. Oh man, I don't mess with dude. I don't mess with dude. I don't mess with dude. And the actors do it. The actors do it too. I done seen black actors or black entertainers when they do red carpet events walk right past the black media and do interviews with the non-black media. I seen one dude, one celebrity, I ain't gonna say who he was. He walked past like at least 3 black media outlets and did a Spanish interpreted interview. And that was messed up. And then, of course, when another celebrity walked up to him, and I ain't gonna say who the celebrity was, walked up to him and said, hey man, don't do that. Then he came back. I would have told dude I was cool. I would have said, no, I'm good. No, that's not true. I done seen people, that's not true. The whole thing is a scam. Because just like in boxing, just like the PBC people, they would sit up there and say you need to have a certain amount of subs and all this kind of stuff to get media credentials. But yet, I see somebody that got media credentials from PBC events that had, I seen, like I said, it was a dude that literally had like 500 subs that got a credential from the PBC. They go by who be kissing the most ass and all that kind of stuff. Like I said before, say what you want to say about Top Rank. Say what you want to say about Matchroom. I ain't never had no problems getting no Top Rank credentials. I ain't never had no problem getting no Matchroom credentials. Like I said, the people that gave me the most trouble was the black outlets. The black outlet, the black ran outlet. And then these will be the same dudes a couple of years later saying, oh, they don't talk to us. They don't be asking us to come on their shows and all this stuff. We do. But you ignore us. Then when we blow up, then you want to holler at us. No, I'm not in LA. I am not in LA. I'm in the Bay Area. That's something that I have to discuss on another occasion. But anyway, you guys, got to get to bed, got to get up in a few hours, go to work. Appreciate you guys.